Welcome to Country Kickback, where you'll hear the latest music from performers you already know and discover new music and artists from around the world. If you have an artist you'd like us to chat with, reach out to the team at countrykickback.com, or you can watch our live videos and more by following us on social media and YouTube. Here is your host, Danny Shaw, with the latest from Country Kickback.
Hello. Monday already. It doesn't feel like it is the start of the week. I know we did shows on the weekend, so it's kind of muddled me a bit. I don't know what day it is. What else did you guys get up onto the weekend? Did you have a listen to Morgan's music after the show? What did you think about it? Because it was really good to have her come and chat to us from Nashville and let us know what she's been up to and hear her new music. It was a bit of an exciting weekend for her. Tonight we've got Ella Powell joining us. She's going to have a chat to us about her new single, maybe have a bit more of a chat about her last single when we had her on and what she's got coming for the rest of the year. So if you've got comments or questions, pop them in. Let us know where you're watching from and hopefully we'll fit all the questions in. We will welcome Ella into the room. Hello.
Hello. Hi, Danny. How are you? Hey, everyone.
I'm good. It's so great to hear you have got more music out for us.
Oh, thank you. No, it's very exciting and it's great to be back on here chatting to you again. It's not been too long, but it feels like it has.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking earlier. I said, it hasn't been very long since we had you on the show, but it actually feels like it was a long time ago. The years kind of just, I don't know where it's disappearing to. So it's one of those things. Jonathan is already in the room and he's saying hi. Jonathan's from the UK. So he's it's morning time for you, isn't it now, Jonathan? I don't know. I do it every time. I can't figure out the time zones. Where are you based again, Ella? Where are you?
I'm based on the Central Coast.
Coast, that's right. Yes.
Yes, but all my family actually live in the UK. So
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah.
Lovely. So have you been over there before?
Yeah, I have a couple times. I actually went about maybe 2 years ago before COVID, and I did a whole bunch of shows and stuff like that.
Wow.
It was really fun. Yeah, I had a whole bunch of gigs and it was amazing. So I really want to head back there soon and be able to do that and see all my family again as well. So yeah.
You'll have to pop in the comments, Jonathan, whereabouts you're based and a good place for her to play when she comes back over there. Get some more shows going. You should go over for the UK have a country music festival. I can't remember what time of year it is. I think it's only not long been, but they have a festival for country music. That'd be a good one to go over and enjoy. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, they've got some awesome stuff going on.
Yeah, they do. Music seems to be really growing over there, which is really good. Hang on, I've got this one. Hey, Ella and Danny, you're from the Central Coast.
Hi, Matt.
There's so many people popping in. So if you've got questions or if you've heard Ella's new single before we talk about it, tell us what you think. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. You're all here because you've just released another single along the way, and it's gone a bit crazy for you, I think. It's just been such a
it has been, it's been a whirlwind of a week. It started off on release day being the most downloaded country song for radio in Australia.
Yeah.
And the 4th most streamed country song. So I was just like, wow, that was, the first day. And then we got added onto Fresh Country on Spotify, and it's just gone crazy. The streams, it's been so unreal. And we landed on, I was number 12 for the most downloaded and played song in Australian radio.
Yes.
And today, number 6 on the AMRAP charts. So yeah, it's been a great week for the charts and streams. And yeah, I'm so over the moon with it all. It feels so surreal.
And I was saying to you before we went live, it's a bit of a different song that you've released this time. And I love that because you are showing us so many different sides of you as an artist. But was that something that you were nervous about going through, or did you just think, we'll give it a go and see how it turns out?
Yeah, so I guess being a country pop artist, you've sort of got the scale, you got, pop and country. And when you go into the studio and you do a song, you sort of I guess choose where in the scale the song's sitting, whether it's a bit more country than pop, or as you know, with Side Effects, that was probably a little bit more country. And going into this one, I just thought this song, it was very catchy. It really had that poppy sort of hook. So I just thought, let's do this. And Matt Fell, my producer as well, he was really keen on giving it a bit more of a pop sound. And I guess it was a bit different. But I think I more embraced it. Yeah, I was very excited.
It is different. Oh, I love that. And a lot of people are saying Scott's popped in. He said that he's been listening to you a lot today and he's loving along the way.
Oh, thank you.
Ronnie has popped in and he said to say hi. Thank you, everybody. Tell us where you are and have you heard Ella's new single? So it's been out in the world for a little while, and I was talking to you before we went live about whether he was going to go down the path of a film, and it just didn't end up working out. But it's a good story, it shows how hard it's been over the last 2 years to get everything together and to get it all done, even just getting the single out. It's a lot of right place, right time, really, isn't it? More than anything.
Oh, definitely. Yes, as we were saying, we had the music video all ready to go. We had storyboarded it, got all the places booked in, had the cast all locked in. And then when we got to a couple days out from the shoot, everyone got COVID or the flu, the rain. So a lot of the venues couldn't then have us. So they ended up having to pull out, and then more sickness. And yes, it was it didn't fall into place for this one, but we're already starting to work on a new music video for my next single.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
Yes, as soon as it's all happening behind the scenes. Once one sort of comes out, you're still working on the other one behind. So
yeah, that's right. And I always say that. I had Morgan Johnson on the weekend, and I said to her, oh, are you looking forward to, because she's got some music ready to record, are you looking forward to getting that out? And she said, no. She said, it means as soon as that's out, I'm going to start working hard again. So
oh, definitely. Yes. It's like, as soon as it's out, it's like, all right, let's go. What one are we doing next? Sometimes I even record my next one before the first single's already released. Yeah. Yes. So you're sort of, just still going and then churning them out as you go, I guess. So
yeah. Tell us about Along the Way and where the idea of the song came from.
Yeah. So I wrote Along the Way. The idea sort of came during COVID, where I think as a rising artist, it was really hard because, you're relying on doing shows and festivals and connecting with other people, I guess. And it was just really difficult to sort of comprehend that all that had sort of just stopped. And I'd been working really hard to get back into the studio, and we had a studio week planned like the following week that it was meant to be, that we were meant to be before it got shut down. And I think that's sort of where it came from, that frustration. But I tried to put a bit more of a positive spin on it and go, you've got to trust, the process of life, and that everything falls into place. And you may not be exactly where you want to be right now, but you have to trust that, I guess, everything has its place in life. And that's what I tried to embrace. And I sort of wanted to share that with everyone else, because I know it's a really difficult time at the moment, and it has been for the last couple of years. And I wanted to sort of share a bit of positivity, I guess.
And fun, happy, upbeat fun. There's lots of people popping in. Chris has said hi.
Hi, Chris.
Where are you watching from? I think, are you UK as well, Chris? I'm getting so muddled with people's spots, and everyone's saying hi to Chris as well. Thank you for joining in. So I love the idea behind this song, and I love that you've released it now. Is this the sort of music that we can expect for your upcoming album, or have you got quite a mix still?
Yeah, so I always love to chuck in some surprises, I guess. But yeah, it's like this one, it's like my last one, and a whole bunch of new sounds that haven't been heard before from me. So it's still country pop. It's all in that sort of wavelength that I've really embraced as myself as an artist. But there's many different things to expect. We've got some upbeat ones, got some slow ones, piano ones. There's a whole whole bunch of stuff that's going to be on there. So it's a little bit far away still, but I'm really looking forward to it.
Yes. Oh, it'll be here before you know. It really will.
Yeah.
Tell us about the artwork for this single. Did you design the photo and that artwork, and also about the bit of footage that you can see on Spotify? I don't know if people have noticed that one yet.
Yeah, so I work with a very talented lady. Her name's Sarah Evans, and she does all my artwork for me. So pretty much we start off by collaborating on a bunch of ideas, and we sort of think, okay, well, what's this song about, and how can we, represent that within this cover. And there's a lot of water elements in this song, and so I really wanted to have something that was like bright, showed a bit, that I guess happy feeling, but also showed that water element. And we were just experimenting with different things and came across sort of this idea, and she had a photo on her phone of the beach that she had took, and then she photoshopped it into this photo that she took of me at my house. And yeah, it sort of just went from there, and it was really amazing. She's done such an incredible job with it. And then with the little scenes and clips on Spotify, that was done by Cameron Craig at 2C Films. So he does all my music videos, and we went down to the beach and just got some footage just for some promotional pics and for the canvas on Spotify. And it was great. It was freezing. I walked into the water, and by the end I was so cold, but we put a drone up in the air, and I'll be releasing more of that footage tomorrow night, actually, on my social media pages. So yes, stay tuned for that. But yeah, no, it was really good fun.
It looked fun, and I could tell it was cold. It looked like a cold day. It's not the best time to be going to the beach and filming.
No, I didn't think it through. I didn't bring any spare clothes or a towel or nothing. I was driving completely saturated. I was like, I did not think this through very well.
Wow, that is so funny. But you got some great footage, and that's what we do.
It's all about the footage. It's all about
That's right. So tell us, have you been doing many live shows in the last few months? Have you got to play this song live yet?
Yeah, I've had some great shows. So last time we spoke, I think I'd just come back from Tamworth. I'm pretty sure.
It was right at the end of Tamworth when everyone was getting sick. Yeah.
Yes. So went there and then came back, and I played at some awesome gigs. I had the Hunter Valley Festival last week, so I played along the way for the first time, and I had a show on the long weekend, which was at a local venue, which was absolutely packed. It was great. That was really good, and I played a whole bunch of new songs. And I've got another big performance next week in the Hunter Valley. So yeah, it's keeping me very busy.
Wow, that is. Oh, you are busy. You've got so much going on. We were talking about that before as well. So have you still kept writing in all this time? Because I know, as you were saying, you've got your album coming out, but you can't stop, can you? You've got to keep going to keep the ball rolling to have more music when that's out. And have you kept writing in this time, or are you just too busy?
Oh, I think I have written more than ever at the moment. I like to call it a writing rampage, where you just do not stop writing like crazily every day. And I think that's been me probably about the last month. Like my voice memos, laptop notepad is just completely filling up with ideas, and I guess it's just finding the time to sort of like consolidate those ideas and getting them all finished. But no, I don't think I could go a day without actually writing. It's just sort of in me that I just need to do it. So I find time.
Yeah. And do you find that a lot of what you write, because you're doing it all the time, isn't necessarily usable, but you have to get it out to get the ideas and things, I guess?
Definitely. I think, you can sometimes write 6 songs and it's like, oh, they're all right. But then you come to that, I know, 7th, or it could be the 10th or 20th song that you're like, this is the one. And I feel songwriting is really a way of letting out your emotions, your feelings, and saying things that you wouldn't necessarily say.
Yes. Yeah.
And I think you definitely have sometimes I just free write, and I could do that for an hour, just constantly writing whatever comes to my head. And when you look back on it, you might find 5 lines, and you go, "That's the title for the next song," or
Yeah.
"That's the line." And it's really just about experimenting, and there's never one set way to do it.
That's a really good idea to sit there and free write, not think about it, just write something as you just
Yeah,
I
it's
love
one of the
that.
best ways to get ideas, definitely, because you're not sort of thinking about it too much. You're just sort of letting it come naturally and what's in your like subconscious mind as well.
Yeah. Wow. That is exciting. So where can we find you next weekend? You said you're heading down to the Hunter Valley. Is that a ticketed show or is it a private show?
Yeah, so it's a private event. It's already sold out. It's down at the
Oh
Crown
my
Plaza
gosh.
at Hunter Valley. Yes, so unfortunately, that one's sold out, but it's looking like I'm going to be doing a ticketed show on the Central Coast within the next couple months.
Oh,
I'm
that's
still waiting on the exact date before we release the ticket sales, but yeah, so that's coming up very soon. And I'll be playing a whole bunch. It's going to be in a whole original show. Yeah, so it's going to be really, really fun.
and a whole original show. Have you got your set list sorted, or are you just going to, make it up on the night as it feels right?
Oh, see, I always tend to do a bit of both.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I was at my performance last week, I think I'd written a song like 2 days before, and
Oh,
I
wow.
completely threw myself in the deep end. I was like, "No, this song feels right to play right now." So I played it. Was a little bit scared to start off with, but no, it went really well. So sometimes if I feel like it, I just, chuck in a newer song.
Yeah.
But I do like to I always have an idea of what I'm doing as well.
It gets you, yeah, and I think sometimes it's good to have an idea of how people react to those songs too before you decide if you're going to record it or not, and
Yeah.
hear what they think. Cynthia's popped in. She's in Melbourne. Ella is a country singer. Yes, so Ella sings. She's not too far away from you. She's a little bit north.
Yes,
but,
just up a little bit. Yeah.
just a little bit up north. And Chris said you live on the coast as well, Chris. So why do I get people muddled in states? It's because there's just water all around me and I don't get out very often. And Scott asked, have you got any plans for Queensland to go there?
Possibly, actually. Yeah, there's some pretty cool festivals up there. Just sort of that nothing's set in stone yet, but there could be some potential shows up in Queensland either towards the end of this year or next year. So definitely stay tuned for that. But yeah, that should happen. That should happen sometime soon, Scott. So yeah.
Sorry, I nearly coughed on you then. I'm sorry, I'm trying really hard.
That's okay.
Water on you. It's not that far to the end of year, so you haven't got all that long to go till we get to see you at some of these things, hopefully, with a bit of luck.
No, where has this year gone? It's a bit scary, but.
And you were talking earlier about you really want to going over to Nashville and to America. Have you done that trip before as well?
No, so I've never done Nashville before, and it's like a huge dream of mine to head over there and write with some amazing people that I know over there and do some shows. So that's definitely something I'm really, really keen to do, and hopefully next year. But yes, it's looking pretty exciting.
Yeah, that is really exciting. So along the way, where is the best place for us to go and stream it for you? Where's the best place to hear it, where it helps you and people can get to it easily?
Yes, so all my social media is called Ella Powell Music. Facebook, Instagram, you can find me on YouTube, and it would be amazing to, search it up on Spotify under Ella Powell, add it to your playlist, give it a share. It's on iTunes, Apple Music, Deezer, Pandora, pretty much anywhere you can find music, you can find along the way in the rest of my singles. And yeah, if you guys would like to give it a stream, that would be absolutely amazing. I'd really appreciate it.
It's amazing how much it can make a difference just giving it that one stream or putting it into your playlists, because that's how people are generated then, and they'll put your song, like you got into the Fresh Country, and the more people play it and more playlists they put it into, the more that it will automatically put you into these bigger bigger lists, and it's obviously working for you because look at what you've been the last week.
Oh goodness, yeah, it's still it's amazing. I'm so grateful, and it's, you know, the people I'm lucky enough to work with as well. It's so helpful that they're on my team to help me with all this stuff. So yeah, I'm very, very lucky.
It's a great team, but you're putting out some amazing music. So I cannot wait to hear your next single and your album when it's out.
So much going on. There'll be a couple more single releases before, and then hopefully a tour as well. So next year and end of this year is looking pretty big, pretty booked up.
Yes, very busy. Have you definitely set on the songs for that album? You've definitely set them, or are you still sort of
I'm still sort of working away at it. Like, I know sort of my plans, and I've got so many songs that sort of itching to be recorded. But it's a bit of a process in I guess culling the songs that trying to choose the ones that are there, and that I guess are the best representation of the message that you're trying to give as well.
Yeah.
So it's a long process, but I'm very excited about it.
It is a long process, and the good thing about doing your own shows is even if you're not recording them, you can still do them at a gig, and people can still hear those ones as well.
Definitely.
Gives that mix. Yeah.
Yeah, I do love playing new singles and stuff like that. So
yes, I agree, and it's lovely when people react differently. Have you had a lot of comments from people over the past week? I know I said we'd go, sorry, I'll keep asking questions.
No, that's okay. Yeah, no, it's been insane. I've had such a lovely reaction from people, and a lot of people, you know, sending me messages and saying, like, you know, you've made me, you know, feel so much better about my situation, and I've had a lot of messages like that, or you've really encouraged me to, you know, take this risk or do something I've always wanted to do. And that was the real goal of what I was trying to put out, was to encourage people to, you know, take that risk, do something they've always wanted to do, and, you know, just trust that life has its path. And that's a reminder for myself, I think, as well. But yeah, no, it's been so lovely. I've had such great support, and it's great because I know that I've sort of connected with people as well. That's the whole point of making music.
And that shows that you're going down that right path with your music, doesn't it? You're on the right track, because if you're connecting with people and you're getting that's your job and it's what you're doing well, and you know that that's a path that works for you. Nick has put a question. He said, who's your favorite artist and who would you love to collaborate with if you were given a chance to? That's a hard question, isn't it?
Oh,
that's a hard one.
Great question. My favorite artist, I do have a couple, might not be one, but I love Taylor Swift. She's a huge influence of mine. Kelsey Ballerini.
Yes.
And Jewel. But I think if I was given a chance to collaborate, it would have to be Taylor Swift. I think her music, and especially like her Red album and her Fearless album, one of the first ones she released, it's really had a big impact on my music and the way I write lyrically, as well. So gosh, I would be the happiest girl on this earth if I got to collaborate with her.
It would be pretty special, wouldn't it? The thing I love about Taylor Swift is she's written all her stuff, she's recorded it, she's done the hard yards, and she's definitely, you know, had some hard times to get through with people bullying and things, but her lyrics from day one have been amazing. She's just naturally into songwriting, isn't she?
Yes.
It's just that magical talent that I think she was born with.
Yes. Oh yeah, no, such an incredible artist. Yeah.
Well, hopefully it put it out there. You never know.
You never know.
What first interview when that happens? Oh dear. No, it'll be great to see you. I hope that we get to see you out on the road really soon. Are you planning on heading to Tamworth in January as well?
Yes, I am. Yep, sort of everything's sort of getting booked in at the moment for that. So yeah, that'll be good fun. So I'll be there, definitely.
excellent. Well, I will definitely come and meet you there, and we can do a
Yes.
live at Tamworth.
Yes, it was so good to see you in person.
It would be. I know. I actually last Tamworth it was crazy because I got there and I was seeing so many people and so many hugs. It was so great to see them. And then I'm like, this is actually the first time I've met you. I've spoken to you 10 times in the last 12 months, and this is the first time I've got to meet somebody through.
Yeah,
It's just always been screen. You don't realize you're like, I haven't actually met you.
yeah, that's so true though. I think that's so. Yeah, it's. I think a lot of people sort of have that as well.
Yeah, it's a crazy world, definitely.
Yes.
But we've made it work. We've made it work.
We sure have.
Cannot wait to hear your next single. I hope you do some behind the scenes stuff when you're doing your next recording. It's always lots of fun to watch you doing all that sort of stuff. But
I sure will.
before we go, people, make sure when you finish here, you go and stream along the way. I have put Ella's YouTube in the comments if you want to go up and subscribe to that. But jump on Spotify and have a look because it's got that sort of a bit of a clip as the song's playing. It's only a short bit, but it looks really good behind the sort of that watermark sort of print behind it as she's doing. It looks really good. So go and have a look and have a listen and tell us what you think in the comments because you can still comment after the show. Thank you so much, Ella. It's always lovely having you on the show. I hope we get to see you back very soon for the next one.
Yes, I'm sure I'll be back very soon. Thank you for having me. It's always so lovely to chat with you. And thank you everyone for listening in. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night. And yeah.
Yes, thank you. All right, guys, we'll see you. I will be back. I have got some shows coming up this week. We're just waiting on confirmation, but I can confirm that the Saturday show is up with Darren Gilly. So you can go over there and press the get reminder button and that will tell you when it's coming, and just keep an eye out for the rest of the shows for the week because we're just waiting on some confirmations. All right. Thank you very much. We'll see you later.
All right. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you for listening. We hope you've enjoyed today's program. See you next time with the latest with Country Kickback.